of shining light.
Lite-Brites. They may not seem like it, but they pose many challenging questions. Questions such as, where do they come from, and where will they go? Hi, my name is Ann Dawson, and I'm here to answer those questions. Lite-Brites are the intellectual property of Hasbro. Hasbro licenses the product to Basic Fun. Basic Fun pays a manufacturer in China to make the product. Basic Fun then sells the product to retailers. Retailers then sell the product to the consumer. The consumer then gets bored of it and throws it away. Then it ends up in a landfill where it sits for all eternity. Or it gets burned up in an incinerator where it gets turned into a toxic gas and goes into the atmosphere. Well, that answers both questions. They come from Chinese factories, and they are going to the garbage. Thank you for watching. I'd like to give a shout out to me. I'm not done yet. Lite-Brites are a perfect example of the materials economy, a linear mode of production consisting of resource extraction, production, distribution, consumption, and disposal. It is a system of production that uses a lot of resources to make a lot of stuff that is ultimately discarded. It is a waste of time and resources that only succeeds in producing waste. Let's follow this mode of production as it seeks to create this consumer product. Let's shine some light on the life of a Lite-Brite. As you might have guessed, Lite-Brites are mostly made out of plastic. There are some metal screws, some wires, and of course, a light. But really, when you break it down, this is just a big plastic box. Plastic is made from oil. Oil is extracted from the earth using pumps. That oil is then sent to a refinery in a variety of ways, such as by pipeline or in a big can. What could go wrong? At the refinery, the oil is heated and turned into a number of chemicals, in this case, naphtha. Naphtha is then sent to a cracking center where it is converted into a variety of chemicals, in this case, ethene. Ethene is then polymerized and turned into pellets. These pellets are then sent to a factory where they are liquefied. This liquid then gets put into a mold and is cooled. Once solid, you may now have something that looks like the shell of a Lite-Brite. The rest of the product, the lights, wires, and screws, of which they all have their own production processes, are inserted into this shell. Now you have a fully functioning Lite-Brite, minus the batteries. Of course, even all of that is an oversimplification. Where does the oil come from? I don't know, Iraq? Where is the oil refined? India? Where is the naphtha cracking center? South Korea, maybe? The transportation of all of these materials by cargo ship or by train or by truck cannot be overlooked, especially now as the finished product has to make its way from the Chinese factory to a warehouse in the United States, and from the warehouse it then has to be distributed to all of the retailers. And don't forget, this is not an entirely automated process. People have to do all of these things. People have to build and maintain the oil pumps. People have to refine the oil. People have to turn the naphtha into ethene and ethene into plastic pellets. It is then people who have to manufacture and assemble the finished product. And all the while, it is people who have to transport all of these goods and materials across the different points in production. You know, the workers. Labor. It's weird to think about that this product just sitting on my table is the result of intense work on multiple levels, an international effort, a huge production spanning the globe and requiring the efforts of many different workers from many different professions. Also, that it is ultimately made from oil, a scarce and non-renewable resource, the use of which comes at a heavy environmental price. Not even to mention the lives lost fighting over its flow.
At this hour, American and coalition forces are in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq.
We're keeping the oil. We have the oil. The oil is secure. We left troops behind only for the oil.
All of that effort, all of that cost just to make this piece of shit, this trash. And make no mistake, that is where it will end up going. It will go to the trash. What was the point of it all? To entertain a child, perhaps? I know children can be entertained by making funny faces or fart noises. You don't have to wage imperialist wars, nor do you have to destroy the planet to make toys to entertain children. Especially when it comes to Lite-Brites. Lite-Brites have the same practical effect as a jack-o'-lantern. And if you go that route, you might end up with some pie. If the reason to make Lite-Brites is to entertain children, then that is a terrible reason. The real reason Lite-Brites are made is to generate revenue, to make profit. Lite-Brites were made, and are still being made for some reason, to make money. The entire materials economy was not established to produce products. It was established to produce profits off of products. The end game is not the product. The end game is the money made from the sale. When talking about this whole production process, Basic Fun or Hasbro didn't really come up. What are they doing while workers refine the oil, make the plastic, assemble the product, distribute the goods, and stock the shelves? They're getting paid a substantial amount more than the workers who are actually doing the work. As you may well know, capitalism is a mode of production geared towards wealth accumulation. Its byproducts are pollution and death. The world is facing a catastrophe, yet capitalism has us busying ourselves with the creation of more and more Lite-Brites and other garbage. The world would be better without capitalism, without the materials economy. The world would be a bit brighter without Lite-Brites. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to press the like button, as well as subscribe, share, and comment. Also, check out these videos by other creators. Your Waifu is Trash 2, White Liberal Environmentalism by Anarchaboy talks about how liberal ideology can't solve climate change and how it often excludes the needs of many marginalized people. No, you don't need to watch your Waifu's Trash 1 to understand the story, though I do recommend that video too. Black Conservatives by OreO explores black conservatism and tries to find what forces are behind those ideological stances. Pelosi, Princess of Performative Power Politics by dataportdoll is a well-done takedown of Nancy Pelosi and her favoring of theatrical action over political action. She's almost at 100 subscribers. Maybe you can help her pass that milestone. So yeah, thanks again. Have a wonderful day.